Are Republicans losing their budget soul? I know that depends on whether they even had one, but Tennessee Republican Senator Bob Corker apparently signing on to a budget deal after fiercely being against said budget deal. Now, in case you're not following this budget drama on the Hill, the Grand Old Party seems to have folded like a cheap suit. No more interested in cutting spending than I am in cutting carbohydrates, surprising as that may be. The difference with me not sticking to my diet is I just hurt myself. Republicans not sticking to any fiscal diet just hurts the entire country, especially that broad swath of the country that made them the majority in the Senate and boosted their majority in the House. And now these same folks who were said to be serious about slaying the spending beast are pulling these same old games, offering a 10-year plan that they say balances the budget, but actually increases spending in the first year. A plan that relies on gimmicks to pay for more defense spending without cutting anything else at all. The amazing part to me is that a party that came to power built on the spirit of a Tea Party movement has now so far moved away from that movement, refusing to stick to the sequester cuts that they themselves agreed to and investing imaginary cuts even they cannot agree to. It's a sham and it's a shame. And I am telling you, Republicans keep this up, it is going to make them history. To Katherine Timpf and Jenny Beth Martin, Kevin, you say the plan itself is embarrassing.
It's totally embarrassing, right? Conservatives are coming out saying we need to cut spending because of this, and there's going to have these real consequences, yet they're not doing any real things to address it. They're just playing these little games and move a little money here, move a little money here. I hate, by the way, that that's how our government works. Don't you hate that? That it's so hard
Especially from
to figure
a party
out what's
that said
going
it wasn't going to do that.
That said it wasn't going to do that. And it's founded on not being, the party that does that and shaming the other party for doing it. And now they're doing it. It's embarrassing. It's exactly what it is.
Now, they all got along, and then by the end of today, we're reading from the same choir book. No, we're going to get this done, accept this bumpy start, but we'll get this done. But again, to that diet analogy, it's like making that commitment. It's another thing to actually start losing the weight.
Well, as someone who's had to actually stick to a diet where she doesn't eat carbohydrates, it takes discipline.
I find diets like that not worth it. That's what it takes to be
apparently the Republicans find that discipline isn't worth it for them either. And it's very frustrating that they play these games and they have so many gimmicks. The American people, if you're going to increase the debt, the American people want to make sure that there are real cuts that happen in exchange for it. This budget is supposed to balance within 10 years, but
there's no way.
Well, right? they always say things are going to happen in the future. What we always know is that they will increase spending now for promises of cuts later. There is one good thing that comes out of the budget, and that if everything holds the way it should, there will be a bill that repeals Obamacare that lands on the president's desk, and that is.
He'll obviously
I wonder what Obama's going to do with Obamacare.
What will he do? I mean, he'll veto it.
He will, but we have to continue to make that a point.
Well, I think that was the point why they ceded on these other points. That Obamacare pushed that in his face and get him to reject it, forces a vote out of everyone in the Senate to vote yea or nay. I understand that, but it misses the budget opportunity.
And then everything is symbolic, right? That's symbolic, and these cuts are symbolic.
And by the way, there are no cuts going on here.
Right, that's why
it's just curtailing the growth in
pretending to cut. Where's the real actual reform that's going to make a real difference? Or are they just not interested in that? I got to ask at this point.
I don't think they're really interested.
And you know that at Tea Party Patriots, we support the penny plan, which actually would have a 1% cut in spending each year, and we'd have a balanced budget within 5 years.
It's
simple.
And it's not draconian.
No, it's simple.
But you'd think that you were throwing grandma over the cliff, right?
Ads like that come up from time to time.
They did. But that was Harvey Korman. I'm convinced of it in a wig. Even though I know he's dead, I'm still convinced that was the case. Ladies, thank you very, very much. In the